Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today was Tuesday the 10th, and today was a lovely, gorgeous day outside weather-wise. I think it got up to like 60, 61, something like that. A little bit of wind, nothing major, just absolutely gorgeous out there. Got a handful of things done this morning, nothing really great, waiting around for my gravel to be delivered, and I'm really glad I did wait around for it because they said they would call before I brought it, and they had wrote my number down wrong. So he showed up, I was out painting the front porch when that time came. Had a bunch of other stuff, had to get done first. Went out to put a couple coats of paint on my front porch. Got one coat done, was going to put a second on, but it's cool enough that it didn't dry quite as fast as I was hoping for, so ended up coming in, cleaned up all the brushes and that. But while I was painting the porch, the rock delivery showed up, and I had 16 ton of gravel, driveway gravel dumped in here, and the driveway is a bit muddy in that. He came backing in, didn't back up as far as I wanted to because the driveway was gross, and I kind of had hoped he would just kind of dump a little bit of the gravel to open the gate up the tiniest bit and tip it up a little bit so that he could drive himself on his gravel and he could back it up farther, but didn't happen, so not really a big deal. Went ahead and got him paid and got him out of here, finished up painting my porch, and then I was going to go like block it off with like a sawhorse like that, but very few people ever show up at my house without calling first. It's just, I don't know, I like people to call. It's just rude, I think, to knock on somebody's door for no damn good reason. So I went ahead and just really didn't worry about it too much and looked out about a half an hour later and the UPS truck showed up. So normally I know where my packages are coming from and when they're getting here, so I didn't really think much about it. Ran out the door and said, hey, fresh paint, steps, and porch. Leave it on the sidewalk. He threw it up on the rail of the porch instead and headed out. So worked just fine there. It was actually my survival winter kit like I got when I bought my new tires late last fall. It was supposed to be here in like 3 weeks, and it just got here today, and it's 61 degrees. So glad I did not need that survival kit all winter. I think it's supposed to have like, I don't know, a shovel in it. It's supposed to have some gloves and toe straps and jumper cables and all kinds of weird stuff in there. So I'll have to open it up and look at it. I was kind of just pissed off the whole concept of how long it took to get it. I wasn't even really, I don't give a damn about it now. The winter's over. I had to build my own kit, which isn't a problem. I have multiple vehicles, but it would be nice to have that little bag, just kind of throw the stuff in and figure out what it is from there. Also did not need it, so it wasn't a big deal. So got the porch all painted up in that. It's going to need a second coat, I think. The paint on it was old, and it's got like 4 different coats on there. I ground off and sanded off all the big loose pieces, but it would have taken me days upon days to sand it down to just the bare wood, and there's a little bit of cupping in the wood, so I would have had a lot of wood lost in the process and said to heck with it. But the first coat of paint on it looks way damn better. I mean, I'd say 10 times better than it did, but I think I will put a second coat on there. Part of me is saying not to and just wait to put a second coat on, say this fall, and kind of let it, kind of cover up the muddy spots and that I end up creating over the summer. But then the other part of me thinks, go ahead and paint it now. I've got it all cleaned off and all prepped and ready to go. So I probably will paint it tomorrow again. We'll have to see. So I'm hoping tomorrow to run down and grab the skid steer at the farm so I can move the rest of this rock around and get it all cleaned out. I went out and started just to shovel it. I was like, hell, it's only 16 tons. It's not that big a deal. And a bunch of it's in the middle where it needs to be, so I just kind of pushed around. I started shoveling off to the secondary width I built in around all the concrete slabs. Kind of filling mix right now where it is when I back in, the car kind of falls off in the holes those, and it's way too low then. So I was shoveling that rock in there, and then I started shoveling out kind of the path of the driveway itself, and just decided, you know what, to hell with this. I wanted to scrape out by the road itself, part of the road more, or right there by the driveway, and I'm not going to shovel that out. So I got to get the skid steer in for that purpose to begin with. So said to heck with it. Plus my butt was already sore, my back was sore from bending over and sitting on the floor trying to paint that porch all day. And then yesterday, sanding it all down, scraping it all down in that. So definitely was not, I don't know, I thought about spending a couple hours a day out there just shoveling that rock around for the next 3 or 4 days, and I would have had it all done. But then I realized why. It's just really, that's not a great exercise, so I went ahead and said to hell with it. So I'm going to run down, like I said, hopefully tomorrow. I'll find out when I can go get it, bring it back in, and hopefully the roads aren't too bad. I got my trailer out in the back alley, which is not really rocked at all. It's just dirt anymore. So I'm going to have to use a truck to pull it out of there and unload it. It's full of pallets right now. Head down, get the skid steer, and make a day of it for tomorrow if everything goes as planned. If not, I'll hopefully get the skid steer up here on Thursday. So, but today was a good day. Got my run in. I think I ran, 4 or 5 miles. I don't remember what I ran now. So had a good time. The running was beautiful out there. Ran shirtless again, which is really not something I would have done a couple years ago when I was still fat. And it really felt pretty good. I was, felt good to have the sun on my skin. It's been a kind of a crappy, weird winter. So I'm excited to be out there in the nice weather. So that's really all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.